YouTube, what's going on? Back in my latest video, back in the CGC unboxing. So if you saw the first video, I did an unboxing of 25 books from CGC. Had some pretty good results. If you didn't see that, make sure you go check that out. But I got a second box of 25 from CGC as well. So excited to crack this one open and see what's in there. It is a smaller box. This was a pre-screen, so I'm not as hopeful that as many books were graded from this one, but we will see what came back. But before we do so, hit that like button down below, hit subscribe button if you're new, and hit that bell notification so you're alerted as soon as I post a new video. So like I said, this was a pre-screen, sent out 25 books. What you're able to do from CGC is let them know what the minimum grade you would like on your book. If it does meet that grade, they will grade it, encapsulate it, and charge you the full fee. And if they don't think it meets that requirement, they charge you $5 for the the overview of the book, which I feel like is a good deal. You know, some books aren't worth having encapsulated, so definitely it's worth paying that $5 to have them do it once over. So let's check these books out or open this box up and see what we got. Alright guys, so for people that know, do these pre-screens, you guys know that this is the box you don't want to see with the raw books inside. These are all the books that were not graded. So it's a little bit heftier than the first one, which was I think 11 books that weren't graded. So let's see how many were not graded this time by CGC and what books they were. So last pre-screen I did with a 9.0. I actually think this was a 9.6, which is definitely higher standards of books that you're trying to have graded. So I believe there's going to be definitely going to be more rejections, which is completely fine. I don't mind paying the $5 for somebody to check over the book. So up first we have Ren and Stimpy or this is not Ren and Stimpy number 1, it's Ren and Stimpy's Spider-Man number 6. I had a couple of copies of this, so every time I find that book for like $1 all the time, so I like pick it up every time I see it. As you can see, there's another one there, and a third one. So maybe none of those got graded, unfortunately. Oh man, it sucks that this didn't get graded. We got Shuri number 2, but now that I'm looking at it, there is actually some stain on there, but I don't think I sent that in there with that. Maybe it is actually, this is part of the cover. Okay, so Shuri number 2, that'd have been a nice one to get graded. I like that cover, really, really dope. This is New Mutants number 87. This is the second print of that gold foil. I think that one's cool. It's underrated. First appearance of Cable, but it's not a really expensive book. So if you're looking to add that to your collection, pretty easy to get. We have the virgin version of Ultraman number 1. This is also came in a poly bag, so they're kind of hard to get sometimes in higher grades. So not too surprised. The number 2 through like 5 I had, or 2 and 3 and 4 had some pretty significant issues, but 1 was okay, so I decided to try to send it in, see if it was got to that minimum. We had Kang and Kodo's number 1. I thought this one was a pretty cool book. I'm kind of upset that this one's not graded. Thought that'd be a cool one to have slabbed. I grew up loving those Treehouse of Horror episodes, and I had two chances to get 9.6 and did not. We have X-Men number 283, the first full appearance of Bishop. I think the first, 282, I think it's like the first cameo technically, but he is in the whole last page of the book. So I think it's like considered the first full appearance. So that one didn't get it, unfortunately. Also another book that's not expensive at all. I think that may be one to look into your collection, especially with the X-Men coming near future. I think that's a pretty cool one. We have Simpsons and Comics number 2, that Sideshow Bob cover with Bart. A lot of these are a lot of these are 90s or 80s books, Bronze Age stuff. Another copy of that. We have Morbius number 1. This is also a polybag book, so not incredibly surprised by that. Oh man, this sucks. So we have X-Men number 184, first appearance of Forge. Definitely a character I liked growing up. Not too much hype around him at all, but I liked having those X-Men covers graded if I can. Number 256, this is the first appearance of Psylocke, or I should say, what's she called? Mandarin. But technically it's Psylocke as the Mandarin. Pretty cool book. And then we have Nova number 1. This is the first appearance of the new Nova. So sucks that those books were not 9.6s, but for a lot of these newer books, you definitely want to have them in as high a grade as possible. Otherwise, it's not really worth it, at least for now, to have them encapsulated. So I think that was 15 books. So there's going to be 10 books that were graded, which is definitely not a 50% success rate, which we had over that last time. But hopefully the grades and the books we got graded make up for that. So let me see what we got first. We have Venom number 1. I think I had a couple different copies of this. Venom number 1. This is definitely just the first appearance or our first book in that series, and we got a 9.8 for that. So this was a pretty popular book, the Donny Cates run of Venom. I think there is a first appearance in there as well. It doesn't mention on the cover, but pretty cool book. I had a bunch of these. I got a lot of them at one point when the book was pretty hot, and just never sent them in. So we got another one right here, and got another 9.8. I don't know. I don't think this is 9.8 pre-screen. Unfortunately, it looks like we might just have a whole run of Venom books. It's all 9.8s. I don't think it's 9.8. I think it's 9.6 with the minimum. All right, guys. So we have another book. It's not all of this Venom, just those three. Next book up, we have Bartman #1. Pretty cool book. I didn't think I was gonna send this one in, but definitely grew up with the nostalgia of Bartman and thought it was a cool one to get encapsulated. And it got a 9.8. Pretty cool. All right. That one's pretty cool because it's actually a foil cover, so those sometimes are harder to get because they get scratched pretty easy. But a 9.8, wow, pretty cool. I'm actually pretty happy with that one. 9.8 for Bartman #1. All right, so maybe this was a 9.8 submission, or if it's 9.6 minimum, it's getting the 9.8s. So we got Captain Carter #1. This is actually the newest book probably I sent over. This is from May of 2022. And it got a 9.8, so pretty cool. Captain Carter did make an appearance, I believe, in that Doctor Strange movie, so pretty cool first appearance of Captain Carter in comic books. That is cover A, and there's a whole bunch of different covers for that one, so pretty cool book. Pretty cool book as well. We have Punisher #1. This is the Alex Ross variant, so this actually came out the same month as that Captain Carter book, and got a 9.8 as well. Timeless variant, pretty cool. I do have a couple other of those timeless variants. Maybe I'll get those graded. But that one's, I think the timeless books were pretty underrated. I think it's really cool covers, and I think they're gonna stand the test of time. I think people will seek those out in the future. Just my opinion. Oh wow. So we do have a Ren and Stimpy show #6 with Spider-Man, with Powder Toast Man and Spider-Man. Pretty cool cover. And it got a 9.8. All right, so we got 2 rejections and a 9.8. Oh, wow. So it's the first Dan Slott Spider-Man story as well. Oh, wow. So that's a pretty surprising book. I didn't know I had 4 of those. Like I said, I bought a bunch of copies. So we have Simpsons Comics #3, and it's also 9.8. So maybe this is a 9.8 pre-screen. It's got that Krusty the Clown cover back there as well. Pretty cool. But that's a really dope cover with Lisa and Bart with that black cover. Surprised that was a 9.8 because that's a pretty tough cover to get. So we got 2 more books, and let's see what we got. Oh, another Venom, another 9.8. So if anybody wants a Venom book, they definitely will be available. And then finishing it off with another Venom. So we have 5 9.8 Venom #1s, which definitely wasn't surprised because those books I had graded in the past and they were 9.8s, but all things considered, I think we did pretty well. Unfortunately, not as the variety we wanted, but the grades were all 9.8s. I believe that was a 9.8 screen, so pretty excited to get a bunch of 9.8 slabs in the collection. And like I said, if you are looking for Venom, definitely will be available for trade or for purchase. So thanks for watching. As always, like, comment, share, subscribe. Check out the first part if you did not see that CGC submission. If you are interested in checking out my main channel, check me out there at ThePopSavage, where I do Funko Pop content. And check me out on my Instagram at ThePopSavage. You can stay connected there as well. Thanks again for watching, guys. Until next time, see you later.